welcome to this practice. As it's such a beautiful day, we're trying to have a practice outside, so you'll have to forgive any additional noises. As it's the new moon this week, this will be a moon salutation practice. You may want to have an intention for your practice, as it's the time of the new moon, time of change. Change in your life or your thinking or a job, some change in your family, and your intention may be related to that, such as being brave, accepting a change, but state that intention to yourself in the positive. I am brave. I am willing to change. I embrace change. Start by lying down on the mat. Stretching out, coming into a full body stretch. And release. Stretch again. And release. Bring the knees into the chest and just rock a little side to side. And take circles with your knees. And change direction. Take the feet to the mat, coming into a reclined pigeon, keeping the left foot flat, and take the right ankle onto the left knee. That may be enough for you, or lift that left foot, taking a hold around the thigh, still encouraging that right thigh away from you, and breathe. And swap sides, left foot onto right knee, taking the hand position of your choice, and breathe. And release. Bring the knees into the chest again and drop them over to the left side, taking the right arm out into a supine twist. Allow your gaze to extend over that right hand. And breathe. Take the gaze back to center and the knees back to center, and then drop them over to the right, taking the arms out once again, and the gaze over to the left, and breathe. Release the arms, bring the knees back to center, and take hold just behind the knees, and rock and roll a couple of times, up and down the spine, just to come to a seated position. You may wish to sit on a block or a blanket or a cushion, just to raise your hips a little. In this position, we'll take some gentle circles, just moving around the pelvis, waking up the spine, and change direction. Take the left hand down to the mat. Inhale, bring the right arm up. Exhale, over into a side bend, lateral flexion. Inhale, back up and release on the exhale. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, over. Stretching in the opposite direction. Inhale up and release. Take the arms out in front and arch the back as though you're coming into a seated cat. And take the arms behind, interlacing the fingers, lifting through the chest as though you're coming into a seated cow. And just repeat that a couple of times. And one more of each. And release. Take the fingertips to the shoulders and just circle each shoulder. Just getting some movement into the shoulder joint. And change direction. I sometimes forget which direction I've been in. And release. Coming to a tabletop position, 4-point kneeling pose. And in that position, inhale forwards and exhale round down through the back into child's pose. Inhale, come up, move forwards, and exhale round into child's pose. And one more. Inhale forwards and exhale round into child's pose. From tabletop, we're going to walk into puppy pose. So walking the hands forwards, but keeping the knees in line with the hips. So the hip bones, the sit bones are heading to the sky. Walk the hands forward and lower the chest towards the mat. You can place the forehead on the mat and stretch out the arms, trying to keep the elbows off the mat. And breathe. For a variation, you can drop your elbows to the mat and take the hands behind the head. And breathe. Release the hands and walk them back and go back into a child's pose. From here, come back. Coming back to tabletop, tuck the toes under, hover the knees, and then pushing the stomach and chest towards the knees and lifting the sit bones to the sky, coming into your downward facing dog, then allowing the heels to sink towards the earth. Remembering the intention of the pose is the long spine. And breathe. Inhale and take the right foot right up to the sky in your three-legged dog. Exhale, move forward, bring your knee to nose. Inhale back to your three-legged dog. And exhale down to the mat. Swap sides. Inhale to your three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale to three-legged dog. Inhale and exhale down to the mat. Walking the feet forward, coming into a deep forward fold. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. And exhale, fold. Generously bend the knees and sweep the arms up, coming into Tadasana, your mountain pose. Coming to the centre of the mat. Coming to the centre of the mat for our moon flow. You can take the toes together in your Tadasana or have them a little apart if that's better for you. Lift the toes and spread them down. Engage the kneecaps by engaging the quads. Lift the kneecaps by engaging the quads. Engage the glutes. Engage Uddiyana Bandha, the core, pulling navel to spine. Roll the shoulders away and down your back and lift through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, extended mountain. step and turn the feet into Goddess. Pause here, take the hands overhead and pulse. Release the hands, take them out to the side, turn the feet, hips are still forward, coming into Warrior. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Making sure it's a strong line of energy through that back leg, and ensure that your left knee is over the left ankle. And breathe. Drop the right hand to the thigh and turn the left palm into your reverse warrior. Release back to Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten the left leg and bring the right leg in a little, keeping the hips forward. Shift and tilt into triangle Trikonasana. And breathe. Bend that left knee to support the back, coming back out of triangle. Then turn so the right toes point to the top corner of the mat, left toes to the short edge of the mat. Bring that right foot in a little, so keep that front knee soft. Take the hands behind and hinge into pyramid. Release the hands to the mat and the right knee. And lift into a low lunge. Take the arms forward and sweep the right arm and back. Sweep the left arm and back. Hands to the mat and turn into a side lunge. Walk the hands to the centre of the mat and the feet in a little, and then dropping the hips to the floor, coming into your yogi squat. Malasana. The spine is long. Take the hands to the floor once again and the legs out, and move into your side lunge, opposite direction. Turn to the short edge of the mat, drop the left knee, lifting into low lunge. Take the arms forward, sweep the left arm up and over and back, sweep the right arm and back. Hands back to the mat, tuck the back toes and bring that foot in so the toes are pointing to the short edge of the mat. The front knee is soft, not locked. The spine is long. Take the arms behind, coming into pyramid. And breathe. Generously bend the left knee to come up. Release the arms. Take the left toes towards the short edge and the right toes in a little. Arms out, hips are forward. Shift and tilt into Trikonasana, opposite side. Generously bend that knee and hinge up, taking the legs further out, coming into Virabhadrasana 2. And breathe. Shift, drop the left arm, turn the right palm up and over into reverse warrior. And release back to warrior 2. Turn the feet so they're pointing out 45 degrees, coming back into goddess. And this is our wobbly goddess. And breathe. Release the arms. Step the feet back. Inhale to extended mountain. Side bend. Back into mountain. And release. We'll take that flow back in the opposite direction with less cues. Inhale. Side bend. Up. Goddess. Step up. Hips forward. Warrior two. Shift a little. Drop the arm. Back into reverse warrior. Release back to warrior two. Bring the feet in a little. Straighten the leg. Shift. Trikonasana. Bend the knee. Release. Turn. Flat back. Pyramid. Drop the hands. Drop the knee. Low lunge. Take the arms forward. Sweep. Sweep. Hands down. Side lunge. Into the center. Malasana. Hands down. Side lunge. Turn. Low lunge. Sweep. Sweep. Hands down. Tuck. Step in. Long back. Pyramid. Release. Hinge. Trikonasana. Back up. Warrior two. Virabhadrasana two. Shift, drop, turn, reverse. Release. Turn. Goddess. Release. Extend. Hinge. Release. Adding on our warrior flow. Feet out. Turn the left toes to the short edge. Bring the right toes in. Back into warrior two. And breathe. Shift as far as you can. Lower the forearm. Arm over into extended side angle. Release to warrior two. Turn through 45 degrees. Interlace the fingers and lift through the chest. Humble your warrior. Release the hands. Feet are parallel to a wide-legged forward fold and release. Inhale up and release. Inhale and release. Turn the feet, right toes pointing to the short edge of the mat. Sweep the arms up with a wobble into Virabhadrasana 2. Shift, drop the forearm and reach, extended side angle. Release back to Virabhadrasana 2. Turn, interlace and lift through the chest and humble your warrior. Release the hands, point the feet forward, back into your wide-legged forward fold. Right hand to the centre, left hand up. And release. Left hand to the centre, right hand up. And release. Turn, bring the feet back to warrior 2 feet and windmill the arms up with a wobble again. Back to Virabhadrasana 2. Release the hands. Turn, bringing the left toes towards the short edge of the mat, the right toes into 45 degrees. Hips are in line to the short edge of the mat. Inhale, the warrior 1, and breathe. Take the hands behind, lift through the chest as you interlace the fingers and humble your warrior. Once again. Push back up, back into warrior 1. Maybe a little lower. Release. Turn the feet forwards into star. Swap sides. Left feet in 45 degrees. Right toes to the short edge. Warrior 1. Hands behind. Interlace and lift through the chest and humble your warrior. Release back to warrior 1 and release. From here we'll take Vrksasana, tree pose. Shift the weight into the right foot. Externally rotate the left leg. Place the left foot either just on the mat with the heel resting or on the lower leg, the shin, or on the upper leg but not the knee. Hands to heart center and breathe. Strong core, strong quads. Find your drishti and breathe. And release. Swap sides. Shift the weight into the left foot. Externally rotate. Place the right foot at the point of your choice. It's all right to wobble. Hands at the point of your choice. Heart center. And breathe. Strong core. And release. Have a little shimmy and a shake. Just move the hips a little and the back. And come to seated. Take the soles of the feet together. Holding the ankles and lift through the chest. You're allowing the knees to drop to one side, to each side, and then hinge from the hips. You're not trying to round the back, just hinging from the hips. And then finally, just let your head drop. And breathe. And release. Take the left leg out to one side. You can use a strap if you wish and place it around the widest part of the foot. Turn the body to face that left leg. Lift through the spine. Inhale and reach and fold over that leg using the strap if you wish. You're using the strap to lengthen through the spine. And breathe. And release. Swap sides. Right leg goes out, left leg comes in. Turn so the body is facing that leg. Use the strap again if you wish. Inhale, lengthen through the spine and hinge at the hips. Don't lock that leg. Lengthen the spine and drop the head. And breathe. And release. Come to tabletop, 4-point kneeling pose. Take the right foot to the outside of the right hand and take the left knee as far back as is right for you. Turn the right toes out 45 degrees and allow the thigh to drop open. That's your winged dragon. Now place the left hand at the centre of the mat and turn the chest towards the right thigh, placing the right hand on that thigh, encouraging it to fall open for a twisted dragon. And breathe. And to release, centre your hands so that they both are holding the weight. And then use your right hand to move that knee back in, straighten the foot and extend that right leg for a counter pose and a hamstring stretch. And breathe. Release forward a little to allow your leg to release, coming back to tabletop and swap sides. Left foot goes to the outside of the left hand. Right knee goes as far back as is right for you. Toes come to 45 degrees and the knee drops open. Take the right hand to the centre and turn the body towards that left leg, placing the hand on the thigh, encouraging that thigh open. And breathe. Release the hands to the front, straighten a little, encourage that knee back in, turn the foot, and then stretch that front leg, that left leg, for counter stretch. Bend the knee a little so that you can release the legs and come back down into child's pose. And breathe. Come back up to tabletop. We'll thread the needle. So lift the left hand to the sky and then thread it under the right arm, taking the left shoulder to the mat. And breathe. And release. Right hand to the sky, taking it under, taking the right shoulder to the mat. And breathe. Pushing back up, taking the hips down onto the mat and turning, coming into boat pose. So lower a little, take the legs up, take the arms out. You can straighten those legs if you wish, or you can keep them bent. bumpy ground, and then lower down to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest and just rock a little side to side. Take the feet to the edge of the mat and windshield wiper them side to side. And as the right one drops to the centre, place the left foot upon it. And breathe. Windshield wiper again. And next time the left knee drops to the centre, place the right foot on it. And breathe. Stretch out the left leg, place the right foot upon the knee. Take hold of the right knee and encourage it over, and take the right arm out for a supine twist, a stronger version. And release. Swap sides. Left foot on right knee. Take hold of the left knee and encourage it over. Take your gaze away. And breathe. And release. Coming to a bridge, so take your feet flat to the mat. A dynamic bridge, so inhale, take the arms up and over, lift the hips. And release back down. Inhale, arms up and over. And back down. This time we're going to stay. Inhale, arms up and over. Keep the hips in the air. Take the arms down. And if you can, take your shoulder blades together. Interlace the fingers and lift the hips. And release. Just take the knees into the chest and rock a little. And then if you have a bolster, place it under the sacrum for feet to be in the air. And breathe. As you're ready, remove that bolster from under the sacrum and just allow it to roll to under the knees for a supported Shavasana. Arms down by your side, palms turned upwards. And allow your body just to sink into the mat, giving the nervous system time to assimilate the information from your practice, and allow yourself just to relax in this position. Just allow your body to rest. Just notice you, your body, your breath. Give yourself permission for this time to relax. Slowly, as you're ready, push yourself up to a seated position with your gaze soft or your eyes closed. Brush the skin on your arms. Brush the skin on your legs. Take the hands so the fingertips come to the hairline at the back of the neck. Massage that skin. Take your hands down to the earth. And as you inhale, lift them way overhead. Bring the palms down through to heart center, to Anjali Mudra. Bow the head so the fingertips come to the point between the eyebrows. Thank yourself for this time today and wish yourself Namaste. Thank you.